All right, y'all, so I decided to go ahead, change it up from the plant room into... Oh. Oops. There we are. There we are. All right. Sorry about that. Whoops. So, you can see here. Oh, hi, Schnorder-Doo. Hey, good boy. Yeah. Okay, you guys can kind of see me in my mirror, so sorry about that. Let me fix it a little bit. I feel like you'll get a better plant shot here. Like so. Okay. So, first of all, we have this. Just my U549 and my maculata. And they're doing just fine. Completely underwater, but still alive. So you can see here I have this little baby subpinata. And my subpinata clippings haven't been doing the best, but that one has taken off. That one loves it. So I'm just gonna do this until y'all start coming back. What's up? All right, so I moved in here to the bathtub, the plant bathtub, so that y'all can see the plants better and what I got going on. And I like to use this sink because it has like a thing in here where I can just pull this all up, which is kind of nice. So when I do this, I can fix it. Alright. So, see, it has a little like thing in here, little mesh thing, which really helps. Because then all this stuff doesn't go down the sink. But I have to clean it up once in a while. Alright. So let's give the plants a bath and talk about them. First of all, I have my Florida Beauty that desperately wanted some water. And this hasn't reverted because really super variegated leaves came after that one. There we are. All right, plant bath time. Let's do this. So first guy to get a bath is Philodendron Flora Beauty. And then I also have my Monstera subpinata, which, yeah, this is a Monstera. This just got watered. I'm gonna put him back. All right, so now I'm gonna show y'all the big guy, which is my Monstera subpinata, the big one. And this one has multiple growth points coming, but like all of my plants right now, it's super underpotted and it wants more room. It dries out constantly. I base repotting my plants. First of all, I underpot them all the time. I keep them way too little, you can see. And like, let's give you a good shot of subpinata. See, he goes all the way up there. He keeps going and going and going. What? And there's 2 vines like that. But he wants a bigger pot than this. And I just let him kind of suffer. For me, when my plants are, like when I have to start watering them constantly because they're drying out so fast, that's my sign that it's underpotted and it wants a bigger pot. And I've never had a plant not want that. So that's kind of a good rule. If it's starting to dry out a lot more than it used to, I'm not talking about like seasonal change. I'm not talking about it drying out faster in the spring and summer. That's normal. I'm talking about like this wants water pretty much every other day. I'll water it one day and then the next day I'll come and it's pretty much dry. And then if I don't water it at least a couple days after that, you can see my leaves. Look at my crisps. They start to crisp because I'm really bad about it. Here's another one that I neglect that it's just horrible. Alright, so Pinata can now go into the bathtub and dry his little eyes. I need to soak these down when I water them because I neglect them so badly. So, if you're not like me, I'm a chronic underwaterer. So mine get so dry that they, the leaves will start to wilt and crisp and stuff. So when I do water, which my plants are used to it and they love it, I soak them. I soak them and I keep watering and watering and watering until they're super heavy, until they're super saturated. And I let them go. But I use really chunky draining soil too. So this is my, one of my Ring of Fire philodendron. You can see the beautiful colorings here. Pretty dusty. She needs a little wipe off. And then I got a new leaf coming right here. See, this is why it's the Ring of Fire. Look how red this is. Can y'all see that? Yeah. This comes out super red, and then what's gonna happen, like this right here, this is like a red orange, it still kind of is, and that's going to turn into this. It's gonna turn into a light green variegation. So don't be disappointed when your leaf hardens off and it's not red, because that red isn't gonna stay. But it's still beautiful when it's growing, so just so that you know it's gonna harden off into more of a green color. But it'll come like red, orange, and then harden off to a green. So yeah, I'll just spin this around and fill it up as much as I can. But you all can see how, I mean, my water's just shooting out the bottom. Like there's almost nothing in there. So I have mine super chunky. Really, really good drainage. Because I think that I'm going to be all responsible and water more often, but I don't. But yeah, you guys want these to be super, super chunky soil. That's what they like. Okay, let's move on to the next one. You can go sit in the bathtub with everybody else now. Okay, let's move on to this monstrosity. This thing looks like Medusa's head. I don't even know what to do with that thing anymore. It is such a nightmare. Actually, it's starting to come around. So that's my Philodendron melanochrysum. And there's about 5 of them in there. thing about melanochrysum, and I don't know if any of y'all can attest to this. So here's my melanochrysum. Look at how my leaves are coming out. They desperately, the babies want so much humidity. And I do find, like, if I water them and get the leaves wet and everything, that these will unsheath a lot better. But I pretty much let it go. I'm just letting it. Look at how messed up it is. So this is all from having problems unsheathing, because they're still all babies. So what I did is I cut them back. I cut the top growths on them where they're almost mature, cut them back so that I could have some like good, strong, thick stemmed ones, and then these are all that were left. You can see this one is deciding to go nicely. These ones are still figuring it out. But yeah, philodendron melanochrysum. I don't know if anyone else has that experience. I found it does a lot better if it's super humid or if I just get the leaves wet so that they have moisture on them. They'll pop out of there a lot easier. I just never take the time to do it. But I found when I try to unsheath these, and dude, I mean, you can sit here and tell me, oh, you just let it go. Like, let it go till eventually unsheath. That's not true. I have had generations of leaves be messed up from just letting them sit. This is what it looks like when you just let it sit. So there's more of a situation than just, oh, it's figuring out life. Like, yeah, it is figuring out life, it's gonna do it. But it's not like your leaf is eventually gonna unsheath and be fine, because you guys can see, I neglect these. I don't do anything with them. And this one is working just fine, but these two have leaves after leaves after leaves after leaves not coming out properly. And all they do is just get backed up like a traffic jam in there. See, look at this one barely. And then this one is already going, but then there's like another one coming. So I'm just gonna leave it. And we're gonna see what actually ends up happening. So eventually it's gonna adult and it's going to have the crystallium or whatever. So that you don't have to worry about that. But we're not there yet. All right, so let me grab. Oh, and you can see I have like melanochrysum, philodendron, silver metal. And then I have over here, I have Monstera subpinnata clipping, golden dragon clippings, and here. Let me go grab another plant. Oh, here's another philodendron, Florida Beauty. I haven't decided if it's going to be variegated yet. It doesn't look like it will be, but we'll see. All right, so next I have this dude. This is a begonia U549 as well. They propagate super easily. So they start growing baby roots really fast. They've got that like sort of rose silvery look to them, which is so beautiful and metallic. And again, I underwater, so you can see when it's underwater, they kind of fade out and crisp around the edges. Also, I found that this one just doesn't like direct light. It doesn't want direct light. It pretty much melts in direct light. So I just leave him. I leave him in indirect light, and he's been pretty happy about the whole situation. So, he's just doing his thing. So yeah, that's pretty much my first little bit of plants for plant bath time. If you have any suggestions on the melanochrysum, also if anyone wants some melanochrysum, you can come grab them because I have so many. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.